Hey everyone, how's it going today? We're just waiting for Darren to jump on. You guys hear me okay?
Loud and
Yes,
clear.
sir.
Okay, good. And we're recording this. A couple agents wanted me to record it. So Darren's going to be short on time today, which is a good thing because he's out there hustling to get us business. So we just want to hear from him and see if there's anything new that wants to talk about. He is in a meeting right now, so I'm just going to stall for a couple minutes and to see if you guys need anything from me right now. Any questions about processes, how things are moving along? I know I've already talked to most of you guys two or three times this week already, so we're probably good. But everything good on your ends? Probably. Barry, I think we
Everything's
got,
good here.
was it your daughter, Barry, that we got set up, or I can't remember. I know there was somebody that had a last name the same as yours.
Sorry about that. I had to figure out how to unmute. Yes, my daughter just joined our team.
Okay, great. So I put her on for the email for getting the emails. So she should be getting those. And I had a conversation with Larry about getting her set up. So we're in the process of doing all that.
Appreciate
Um,
that.
Yeah, no problem. Just make sure that you guys are onboarding with Emily if you have any other questions. I know you've already done it, but she needs can learn all the tools and things that she can do in EXP world and getting tech support and using Regina more for transactional help and all that stuff. So a lot to digest, but it's all good. Um, all right, well, we're just waiting for Darren to jump in. It should just be a couple minutes. Like I said, he's out somewhere trying to get us business. So any issues with you guys? Everything going all right? Any work? Here's Darren. You guys getting any stuff from anybody? Anything from us? California's been tough so far this year.
But we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. There's a wave,
I
we like to use these surfing analogies because we know you guys like to surf out there in California. Not to be stereotypical or anything like that. All right, Darren, I got the crew. I told him you're short on time, so we'll make this quick today.
You're muted.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Perfect.
Sweet. Hey, everybody. Hey, thanks for jumping on. Thanks, Eric, for pulling us together. We got a lot of things going on, honestly. Let's talk a little bit about our upcoming, is that Thursday, Eric, with
Yeah.
Jim?
Yeah.
So Jim Steffen's going to join us, and we've had Jim before, but he's got um, his company's evolved. At least he's part involved in Peak Harbor. Peak Harbor is working that HPA client with us, and they're going to be the third party that's working with HPA, and pretty much it's going to be just them and us working that entire inventory and that client, which is a pretty big opportunity. And it's really important, I think, and a great opportunity for folks in our world, in our space, to get to know him and see what they're doing, and touch base with him. And that's all that is still going through Bid on Homes. It's still the platform, so you want to make sure you're all teed up and in that system. We have found out, they already are getting assets, and they're using a lot of the agents that we have set up and teed up as preferred. So you want to make sure that you are, and Eric, I think everybody on this call probably is
They
already
are.
teed up and preferred. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for anybody, but um, that's pretty exciting. We have some other things going on. We had a big meeting yesterday with a pretty big player that I think it looks pretty good. So I'm a dreamer, so I'm going to say it's going to happen. So it's a
It's
lot of good
gonna
things going on,
happen.
a lot of good mojo going on right now. We're looking at indications again on the we looked at the Fannie report. I was talking a little bit yesterday about the Fannie report. They put out guidance every quarter on what they see happening, and it was interesting because we dove back about to 2022 and looked at what their guidance was then. And of course, it's pretty funny looking back 2 years and see what they're saying. They're kind of saying the same stuff. The difference is that the amount of volume that they're showing, and projecting is actually increasing, like the amount of files and everything that's coming through. So as this continues to be on a holding pattern on the REO side, it continues just to grow, and the amount of cases is just going to be larger at the end of the day when this does happen. But it does look like it's still going to be fourth quarter next year, 2025, after the election we keep talking about, right? So I definitely think it's gonna everybody's gonna be on a holding pattern until we figure out what the next administration is going to be and who it's going to be. So I don't see much changing with that, but I do see it's gonna at some point has to happen. I mean, just go back to a norm. A normal workflow would be fine. 1%, 2%, 3% would be fantastic. But other than that, Eric, I don't know. I'll open it up to questions. If anybody has any questions or want to throw out my way, happy to answer them.
Yeah. Just open
Did we
your
get a
mics and
discount
ask
code
away.
yet? Do we get a discount code yet? You know, I didn't hear back from
Well, we do.
Eric or
Right
Ed.
now, the early bird's a better discount. It's the best discount. It's $200 off. Our discount code is going to be $100 off. So if you're going to go, if you're going, I know Jeff and Kelly, you guys are already signed up, but if you're going, do it now. Don't wait till after tomorrow.
And we have a link. It would be best if we posted the link that Eric Delgado sent out. Like, it's not going to get us any additional discounts. It's just going to give us credit as like REO Alliance for driving traffic. And that's what gets us kind of those free sponsorships and things like that. So that's where we need to continue posting that in the REO Alliance, sending out in your guys' newsletter, using that link specifically, so that we stay in kind of some good graces and continue to keep getting some really good support and stuff from 5-Star.
Yeah, I'll put it in the REO Alliance. I posted the early bird, but I can repost it with the link so that anybody else that clicks on it clicks through.
What's the deadline on the early bird?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Timing's
keep in
everything.
mind, Kelly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
honestly, Larry, I think that's spot on. It's really important for us to stay top of mind when it comes to 5-Star, especially with the different events that are rolling out. And as we go forward and the market gets busier, we want to be a player with them, so they keep us involved with them. And so, yeah.
Absolutely. Because if you think about some of these other groups that do a lot with them, let's say NRBA has 300 members, right? Like, we have the ability to make a much larger splash with the REO Alliance and stuff. And there's even like people on NRBA that are on the REO Alliance that might use our link, right? And we still get credit for that. So that's where we just need to leverage our pull, and all of us marketing, advertising that same thing and getting that out to all of our databases.
Yeah.
Great point.
Yeah, I agree. It's almost like the force, like they have their own force group, right? I'm still in the force group. I didn't know I was actually in the force group. I've always been in the force group, and I keep getting things saying I'm in the force group. And even when I go to 5-Star, it says, "Hey, thanks for being in the force group." I'm like, I have no idea how I got there and how I can't get out of the force group.
Well,
So
I paid
is
him in
Jeff.
the first group.
So is Jeff, and Jeff forgets he gets a free ticket every year for 5 stars.
Yeah, it's a big discount or a free ticket. Yeah, and I'm like, that's fantastic. I don't know how I got it, but to the point, and honestly, I would still want to reference the REO Alliance. We're going to get a lot more out of us using that URL or using that login and tracking it to us going forward. Just like you said, I mean, NRBA is a great organization, but again, with 300 members and we have thousands, so it's like it just makes a lot of sense for us to leverage that.
Absolutely. Well, I know you need to run, Darren. Any other questions that anybody has before Darren has to go drum up more business for us?
Darren, I'll see you in an hour or so, right? With Larry.
I have honestly, Jeff, my afternoon is so booked solid. I'm sure if you're in the calendar, I'll see you. I just don't know. But I'm
12:30
sure.
my time. Okay.
All right, guys. Well,
Yeah.
I recorded this, so I'll go ahead and post it on our YouTube channel. If anybody has any other questions, call, email, text me. We'll get those over to Darren if you have anything. Darren,
I'll throw out one more thing, Eric. I'll throw one more thing. I mean, I really appreciate everybody on the call. I mean, again, what you guys do day in and day out is what makes us successful. It doesn't happen if at the end result isn't, we don't do, give superior service for our clients. So we really appreciate, again, everything you guys do. Continue to work your rear ends off, because honestly, that really helps us. Because when I'm in these calls and these conferences and these meetings, which again is, I just stepped out of a restaurant just to come talk to you guys, because we're actually trying to finalize that deal we talked about yesterday. And honestly, it doesn't happen if I can't walk in and be able to say, hey, we can get the job done at the end of the day. And that happens only because of what you guys do day in and day out. So again, thank you for all that. Eric, thank you for pulling this together. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no
Of
problem.
course. And the rest of
Absolutely.
you guys, I'll hopefully see you later.
All right,
With that,
guys.
I'll have to
Bye-bye.
run. See you guys.
Okay, you guys have a good day.